We begin this hour in Hong Kong, where trains bound for the city's international airport have been suspended as protesters threaten to disrupt transport links to the airport. The Mass Transit rail operator says the government and airport authority requested the suspension to facilitate access control arrangements at the transport hub. Now, crowds have swelled outside the airport as protesters target the area once more. You can see those crowds gathering there with the aim to choke travel route to the airport and create a surge in traffic to disrupt flights. A similar so-called stress test of the airport last weekend failed. Riot police have also been spotted standing guard outside the airport as more demonstrators gather. Our correspondent Afifa Arifin has more.
I'm here at the start of the Airport Express where the check-in counters are located, and the train services to the airport and the check-in services have been suspended since about 1:30 p.m., leaving many of the passengers here stranded. I spoke with some of them earlier and they told me that they were aware that the airport will be undergoing some disruption by protesters, but many of them had said that they made plans to check in much earlier than their flight schedules. But now some of them told me that they are stranded here because when they try to get in some cabs, the taxi drivers aren't willing to send them to the airport for fear of being caught amid the protests there.
I feel not good because this flight is in 4 hours. I have to hurry. I will ask them that how to go.
We've asked what should we do now, and we are going to take a taxi to the airport as it is impossible to pick up the train, and we're quite concerned because we don't know if we are going to be able to do the check-in and so.
Now, the airport authorities, as we know, have anticipated this, especially as it's been circulating around on social media that protesters want to stress test the Airport Express. Like you mentioned, a similar stress test was supposed to have been organized last weekend, but that had failed. Protesters are coming out in full force today, however, as a result of escalated confrontations between the protesters and the police, which we saw yesterday. The airport authorities say that they are ready to reduce the number of flights taking off and landing and will not rule out cancelling flights altogether. We have also heard that there's a large group of protesters that are gathered at the bus terminal near the airport, and there are videos circulating on the Telegram app, the social media app, that protesters clad in black shirts are running around the terminals. Now, all this despite a court injunction which says that there are no protests allowed to take place in the vicinity of the airport. Whether things will escalate there is something that we will have to keep an eye on.